Hey, welcome back to another crafty tutorial. I'm Megan from meganplus5.com, and today I'm going to show you how to paint these cute little snowman faces on mason jars. You'll need a pre-painted mason jar, a variety of different size paintbrushes, and acrylic paints in orange, black, white, gray, and pink. I'm going to paint the cheeks first, and for this I use a stenciling brush, just a really small one, and I use some light pink paint and some white paint, and then I just make circles on there and just swirl them around until I like the size that they are. For the eyes, I use a rounded tip brush and I just make them black. And I just make like a regular C and then a backward C that kind of butts up to it and then fill it in. And I do that for both eyes. Then I map out the nose with a pencil, and I always start with like a curved line for one side of it, and then it goes to a point into the cheek for the other side. So it's kind of like an irregular triangle shape. And then I just fill it in with a really thin coat of orange acrylic paint. And for the mouth, I just use a smaller round tipped brush, and I just make a bunch of circles, and I use that bottom line on my mason jar as my guide, and I make them all kind of different sizes. I use gray paint to make like all the little eyebrows and accent lines. So I make two kind of curved lines above the eyes, and then I make two curved lines under the eyes, and then I do a curved line kind of going underneath the nose, and then I do a little dash mark underneath every dot for the mouth. And then I use the wood end of the paintbrush to make the little dots on the eyes. So each eye has one big dot and one small dot. And then I use the paintbrush part to make a dash line on the bottom part of each eye. And then I use the wood end to make all the little dots on the mouth. And then once the nose is dry, I add in another layer of the orange paint. And then I add some black paint to kind of the bottom to give it like a shadow effect. And then I add a little bit of white paint on the top just to kind of blend it in a little bit more. And using a lining brush, I just outline the nose with some black paint. And using the same stenciling brush that I use for the cheeks, I just add a little bit of snow onto the nose. And you just want to kind of dip your brush into the white paint and then just kind of dab it on there. But you don't want too much paint because then it'll just look like a blob. So you want it to actually look like it's kind of fluffy snow. So just dab it on there. And that is how you paint a super cute snowman face on a mason jar. If you have any questions, please leave them below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want more in-depth crafty tutorials, be sure to check out my blog, meganplus5.com. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.